هي بعدها ما حكت.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, my name is Ahlam AlBannai. I will make a speed session. I have decided to do a presentation regarding the slides, but I prefer to make a negotiable session. So anyone wants to participate? So I will not do the question paragraph. Anyone wants to ask? Yes, anyone wants to participate to ask? I will answer it. My name is Ahlam AlBannai. I'm a professor of Department Media and Communication at the Higher College Technology, a photographer and owner of Ahlam Photography Studio. First of all, thank you so much for coming, my students and my colleague Nada. They want me to speak about the success story, but I want in general about the genre of success in general and the steps I have used to make myself successful. So one of the reasons makes me feeling successful listening to the experts in the same field I developed from my successful story. You can read my story online by website or you can call me directly. During the journey, there is a lot of flights. I have used them as to be successful. I will start. Nothing is easy. Even though if we bring a company to do a plan, it will be very hard if we continue, if we didn't know about the application. So we are very necessary, need to have steps before to do it, before doing anything, to avoid or to use it. It's like a successful road. There is like branches of the road, but we decide to continue or not. Every road we take, to a different destination. But the decision to take the branch road, it's not randomly. We have to choose why we have chosen this branch road. One of them is to ask the expertise about this field, or we can use our self-experimental things, and we will focus on the knowledge management itself in general. First of all, we are going to speak about the skill of project management. First of all, we are going to speak about the project management. The project is how to arrange the project itself, or how to do the plan. The organized project plan itself, it makes the project itself being successful. The project itself is like a ship, but if there is no plan to move, so the ship will take another destination. As a team, and with a leader, we can specify the shipment road. So the project plan management, we can avoid any random things, and we can control the result. So we can also manage the randomly things. So to accept skills, the knowledge management is to use any knowledge, or to use any skills that we can use. The most thing that we are going to focus on, the quality. If we have successful quality, then we can reduce the time and the cost. So these are one of the basics. In general, we have a lot of general crises in the work. But the most important and significant, how to can deal with these things. Flexibility and adaptation is the most important skills that we can continue our work. How it's going to be. If it's health crisis, economic crisis, or war, or any type of a crisis, or it's internal or personal crisis, or even it's a war between two countries. Even in the same country, we can be affected from these crises. So we have to be ready and aware about these things, so we can go beyond these crises. You have to be flexible and adapted to these crises. So I have to avoid the comfortable zones. I have to go out from the comfortable zone. How is it going to be? If I didn't move, there is no challenge. So I have to practice on how to. So for example, the war between Ukraine and Russia. Economically, all of the countries in all of the whole world can be affected from this. Even COVID-19 crisis can be affected also. But we are learned from COVID crisis how can we have the management of risk. So we need to know how can we go beyond of these crises. So we have to change the plan or make an alternative plan. So flexibility is very good. We need to practice how to hear the brain. So for example, our brain. To take decision, or the emotional brain. So it's a brain intelligence or emotional intelligence. So we have to control our feelings. The more flexibility, more chaos. The more focus, the things are destroyed. It's very good the person can have to be flexible and focus, but at the same time, balance is necessary. No flexibility is needed, no focus is needed. So the one is have conjunctive, flexibility is. We have to focus on the big image. The small details are very important. It makes things more better. But we should not spend or waste our time. We have to make a big look or a general look. We have to focus on the general form. And we should respect the small details. So if we didn't focus on the small details, the general form will be missed. So we have to listen to others and to accept all the chances. We should not wait to other persons to take the chance. We have to take the chance. We have the initiative to take the chance. So any person else can seek to have the chance, but it should not be our. I have good news from this experience. There is a strategy. So it's a blue zone strategy. What's the blue zone strategy? There is 2 scientists issued a book. It's a blue ocean strategy. There is 2 types of the projects or in life in general. Or it's a red ocean or the blue ocean strategy. So we have a lot of strategies and there is a big challenge. It's like a bloody war. So we have to avoid it. So another strategy is called blue ocean strategy, which is the challenge. The challenge will become like a friend. Challenge is very nice because it will not be in the same level. We should develop from ourselves our projects, even though we are in the same level of if I want to be in the summit or in the down. However, challenges among the company can be raising the product's quality. Cooperation is very nice. Any additions from the audience? Any questions? Yes, please. Assalamu alaikum, peace upon you. We are very happy from Ahlam AlBannai story, successful story from UAE. But there is a clarification from Ahlam. I prefer if she speaks about the blue ocean strategy and the red ocean strategy in order not to understood wrongly. Because if we understood ocean, it will be the Atlantic Ocean or the Indian Ocean or a sea in general. But al-Muhit, it's called ocean or the framework or the work market to define it as the people work in. When we are inside the frame of work or surrounding us in the market plan, so if we are in the red ocean strategy, we have to do this and don't do that. If it's blue ocean strategy, we should be friends or challenges. Yes. That's what I want to add or to clarify. Thank you so much. This is Dr. Sana. So the Muhit itself, the ocean, it means the framework or the markets can challenge between each other. So it might be blue ocean strategy or red ocean strategy, depends on how they are working. However, the blue ocean strategy, without challenge, it's a cooperation. So for example, my friend has a company providing the same services I have to do. I need more employees for my company, so I will take from my friends some of her workers to work with me. So she will take her necessary things and I will take my necessary things. So if she has additional employees, I will use them and she will use mine. Yes. So that will make us feeling continuously doing it or helping each other. That's when the cooperation happened. So the most important to know when I should be exactly existed. How can be know what are the characteristics? From them we can know until when I should be existed. We depend in a specific strategy or to change from one level to another. From myself depends on the personality or where you are. Depends on the business line or work frame. It's different. If it's house, it's different. Because the project is not only about one thing. Even if I do a home project, I should be managing it. We should invest in these things. But until when I should be existed depends on how to exist, why I should be exist. I should be at the same level or I should be increased from my levels. So it depends on the place, even from my business. Until I should be in the comfort, from myself I had the comfort zone. Until I reach the comfort zone, I should know how to challenge myself again. Being in the comfort zone, but going beyond the comfort zone and challenging, the phase challenging, I should be know when I will be changing from one phase to another. Yes. But I don't want to be in one place. In the end, every person can decide where to go. Anyone wants to add something? Thank you so much.